Young actors and actresses have always been a major part of the entertainment industry, filling outcasts since the first silent films began rolling. Sadly, that often came at the cost of a proper childhood. While some of these actors went on to have successful careers in the entertainment industry, others struggled with the challenges of growing up in the public eye. Here, we take a look back at 6 of 70s Tinseltown's most iconic young stars who hid tragic secrets behind their smiles. 1. Tatum O'Neal. Tatum O'Neal, celebrated for her remarkable performances as a child actress and an early Oscar win, left an indelible mark with her talent and promise. While fans may have envisioned a life of love and luxury for her, the reality is starkly different. The actress, known for her role in The Bad News Bears, endured a troubled childhood marked by neglect and abuse. Her journey has been riddled with hardships, at times feeling overwhelming. In a candid admission to CBS News, she shared, "I was really ready to kind of fall down and not get back up. I was not myself. I was at 22, and then the kids gave me a kind of a real reason to keep going and fight." Despite facing numerous struggles and enduring personal tragedies, O'Neal maintains a positive outlook. In a 2011 interview with The Guardian, she expressed her desire for her tombstone to read, "She lived her life to the fullest," because there were a lot of odds. Actually, no, take out "against all the odds." Just put, "She lived her life to the fullest." This is the poignant story of a woman who embraced life wholeheartedly, even when it proved challenging. Tatum O'Neal courageously opened up about her challenging childhood marked by profound neglect, a topic she discussed openly due to her parents' shortcomings. In a 2004 interview with NBC News, she addressed the assault she endured at the age of 6, attributing it to the consequences of her parents' substance abuse. Reflecting on the situation, she stated, "When parents are off getting drunk or getting high or taking pills in another room and leaving little children with, people who don't watch their kids, this is what happens." O'Neal didn't shy away from discussing her mother, Joanna Moore, and the persistent substance abuse issues that marred her upbringing. She emphasized that her mother's struggles were unending, creating an unstable environment. Following her parents' divorce, O'Neal and her younger brother Griffin found themselves living with their mother on a Los Angeles ranch, a period she described as terrible. In the throes of addiction, her mother had virtually abandoned them, leaving them in dire conditions, starving, shoeless, ragged. If you or someone you know may be a victim of child abuse, please reach out to the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4A-CHILD, 1-800-422-4453, or use their live chat services. Tatum O'Neal, a resilient survivor, was destined for a life in the spotlight, with both her parents deeply entrenched in the entertainment industry. Her father, the iconic Ryan O'Neal, achieved stardom in the 70s, while her mother, Joanna Moore, made her mark as an actress, primarily in television. Growing up in the glittering world of showbiz, Tatum was surrounded by creativity, yet her parents' struggles, particularly with substance use, meant that the stability and support expected in a traditional family setting were often elusive. Amid the glitz of Hollywood, Tatum found herself navigating the complexities of life at a tender age, forced to fend for herself. This early independence made her vulnerable to the darker aspects of the industry, exposing her to predators who took advantage of her innocence. Recounting instances that began as early as the age of 5, she bravely expressed how she rarely experienced a sense of safety, always unfairly blamed for the assaults, her loudness, and curiosity. The toll of these traumatic experiences didn't deter Tatum as she emphasized her journey towards self-advocacy. Reflecting on her personal growth, she stated, "It's taken me almost 55 years to know how to advocate for myself. But I learned fast, and here I go." Tatum O'Neal, recognized as a child prodigy, achieved early fame by winning an Academy Award at the tender age of 10 for her role in the 1973 movie Paper Moon, where she portrayed the character Addie Loggins. While her success in the entertainment industry is noteworthy, her journey has been marred by profound childhood trauma, an aspect of her life that she courageously addresses. In her memoir, Found: A Daughter's Journey Home, first published in 2011, Tatum delves into the intricacies of her life, exploring her relationship with her father, Ryan O'Neal, and the persistent theme of her efforts to heal from her tumultuous past. The book serves as a poignant reflection on her struggles and the ongoing process of emotional recovery. During an interview with The Guardian, Tatum candidly discussed the profound impact of Found on her healing journey. She acknowledged the inherent challenges of revisiting traumatic memories but emphasized the cathartic nature of the writing process. Anytime anyone dredges up all that trauma, all those memories, it's difficult to cope unless you have a strong grounding and you're well, she shared. But writing Found has been more cathartic. I think the fact that it has been helping other people has helped. It's less of a titillating read. Tatum O'Neal's life story unfolds in the pages of her memoirs, offering readers a candid look into her experiences and the challenges she has faced. One significant aspect of her narrative revolves around the complex relationship she shares with her father, Ryan O'Neal. In a 2011 interview with The Guardian discussing Found: A Daughter's Journey Home, Tatum openly revealed her father's reaction to the content, stating, "He didn't like it. He wasn't a fan of it." During the same interview, Tatum acknowledged the strained nature of their current relationship, expressing a sense that her father's actions indicated a lack of favorability towards her. She remarked, "I don't think he sees me in a positive light. He has a lot of anger. I don't think he likes me." Throughout the years, Tatum O'Neal has openly discussed the tumultuous nature of her relationship with her father. The dynamics between them took a significant turn after her nomination for an Academy Award for the 1973 film Paper Moon, a movie they both starred in, and that was directed by the late Peter Bogdanovich. Reflecting on how the film altered their father-daughter bond, she told NBC News in 2004, "It sort of destroyed us." According to Tatum, her Oscar win became a source of resentment for her father. Despite his public portrayal as a supportive father in the media, Tatum revealed in her memoir, A Paper Life, that she sensed a deep resentment from him, feeling that her success overshadowed his own brilliant performance. In her memoir, Tatum didn't shy away from discussing her father's abusive streak, a topic she expounded on in interviews. She acknowledged, "Yeah, he still kind of does. I mean, there was always a slugging thing, or a backhand, or throwing out of the car, or whatever. It was rough, just rough around the house." The challenges extended beyond physical action, encompassing emotional and verbal insults that added complexity to their relationship. Tatum O'Neal's childhood was anything but ordinary, and she found herself navigating life independently from a tender age. Being thrust into the world of child acting further robbed her of the chance to experience a typical childhood. In a 2011 interview with The Guardian, Tatum reflected on her unconventional upbringing, stating, "I was raised in an environment where there was no way for me to be a child. It just wasn't going to happen. I was with adults all the time. I was very mature. I don't know how that could have changed, what with the way things panned out between my mother and father." The early exposure to drugs and alcohol would later contribute to her battle with addiction. While these aspects of her past are now behind her, the actress remains candid about the challenges and lasting impact of her upbringing. Tatum O'Neal's transition from living with her mother after her parents' divorce to residing with her father in Malibu, California marked a shift towards what seemed like a happier and more stable environment, at least for a period. However, this positive change did not entail a complete adjustment in Ryan O'Neal's lifestyle. His habit of bringing women home persisted, creating a space where privacy was elusive, as Tatum candidly revealed to NBC News. In the same interview, Tatum shed light on her nocturnal struggles, expressing genuine fear of being alone at night. "I was so afraid from all the things that had happened to me at the ranch that I couldn't sleep alone," she admitted. Consequently, she frequently sought refuge in her father's room, regardless of whether he had a female companion over or not. Tatum O'Neal's premature maturity, stemming from a lack of childhood experiences, led her to form an unexpected bond with actress Melanie Griffith, who was 6 years her senior. This friendship, initiated when O'Neal was just 12 years old and Griffith 18, held a significant place in her life. However, this bond shattered when she discovered Griffith in an intimate position with her father, Ryan O'Neal. "I thought she was my best friend, but there's an agenda that I'm not aware of, which is that they're going to sort of get together. And I walk in on them, and I end up trying to take my life in a very sort of severe way," Tatum revealed to NBC News. When asked whether she felt betrayed, the actress's response was a poignant, "Well, yeah." The emotional turmoil resulting from this discovery plunged her into a dark place where the desire to live waned as the sense of betrayal weighed heavily on her. Tatum O'Neal's romantic journey included a highly publicized and tumultuous marriage to tennis legend John McEnroe. The couple welcomed their first child, Kevin, in 1986, a year before tying the knot. The union produced 2 more children, Sean and Emily, but their relationship was marked by complexity and intensity. O'Neal acknowledged in an interview with The Guardian that McEnroe's on-court temperament often spilled over into their home life, stating, "Definitely the same things he said on court got taken home, providing insight into the challenges they faced." In 1994, the couple went through a bitter divorce, and the aftermath was anything but amicable. However, in a surprising turn of events, O'Neal revisited her perspective on the relationship years later during an interview with CBS News in 2020. Expressing conflicting emotions, she revealed, "The happiest times of my life were the times that I was married," adding a layer of complexity to their narrative. O'Neal also offered unexpected praise for McEnroe, emphasizing, "I've never met anyone who even comes close to my ex-husband." Tatum O'Neal's battles with substance abuse cast a long shadow on her personal life, particularly affecting her role as a parent. While the actress has triumphed over her addiction, the journey to sobriety was fraught with challenges that not only shaped her life, but also left an indelible impact on her children. Sean O'Neal, Tatum's second child, shed light on the family dynamics shaped by his mother's struggles. In a 2016 interview with Page Six, Sean discussed how he and his siblings developed an intuitive response to Tatum's drug use, noting, "Any time we knew something was off, we stayed in our rooms or went to movies and played basketball." This glimpse into their coping mechanisms underscores the resilience and adaptability required of children navigating a parent's addiction. In a more recent interview with People magazine in 2023, Tatum reflected on her journey to sobriety and its positive impact on her family. "Every day I am trying," she shared. "I want to be with my beautiful 3 kids." Tatum O'Neal's journey with addiction started early, exposed to alcohol and drugs from a tender age. Her battle with heroin addiction in the mid-90s marked a tumultuous chapter, punctuated by multiple relapses over the years. In a 2011 interview with The Guardian, she discussed her sobriety since 2009, emphasizing the ongoing nature of recovery, stating, "I don't think you can say I'm healed, I'm over it, but I'm not waking up wishing I was hungover or doing drugs or something." However, the struggle persisted, and a significant setback occurred in 2020 when O'Neal experienced an overdose. Addressing her lifelong struggle with sobriety in a 2023 interview with People magazine, she candidly confessed, "I've been trying to get sober my whole life." Despite periods of sobriety and numerous stints in rehab, she acknowledged, "I was an addict my whole life, pretty much on and off for the past 30 to 40 years." In 2020, Tatum O'Neal faced a severe health crisis following an overdose that triggered a life-altering stroke. Reflecting on this harrowing experience, she revealed to People magazine in a 2023 interview, "I almost died." The toll on her health was further detailed by her eldest son, Kevin McEnroe, who highlighted the gravity of the situation. Kevin explained, "She also had a cardiac arrest and a number of seizures. There were times we didn't think she was going to survive." The uncertainty during her hospitalization left her children grappling with the possibility of an irreversible outcome. Kevin recalled moments when the situation was touch and go, stating, "I had to call my brother and sister and say she was thought to be blind, deaf, and potentially might never speak again." Tatum O'Neal's resilience in the face of such adversity is evident in her comments to the publication. Acknowledging the challenges she has weathered, she humbly stated, "I've been through a lot." Her journey toward recovery is now marked by a notable transformation, supported wholeheartedly by her children. Kevin expressed his awe at this positive shift, emphasizing, "So to me, this last chapter where she wants to live, wants to get sober, wants to learn, I think it's a miracle. I think it's beautiful." Tatum O'Neal's multifaceted journey includes not only a remarkable career, but also a role as a mother to 3 children, Kevin, Sean, and Emily, from her marriage to ex-husband John McEnroe. In a 2023 interview with People magazine, her eldest son, Kevin McEnroe, shared insights into the transformative changes his mother has undergone in recent years. While O'Neal has grappled with her own struggles related to substance abuse, her focus has shifted towards sobriety and strengthening the familial bond with her children. Describing the positive shift, Kevin expressed, "She's the mom I always wanted, the mom I knew I had. Full of love, full of heart, but she couldn't get out of her own way, and I feel like she's able to do that today. We are a family again, and I've never been more proud to be her son." He commended her commitment to sobriety, recognizing the significant effort she has invested in embracing the recovery lifestyle. Kevin's words reflect the profound admiration and pride he feels as Tatum O'Neal actively transforms her life for the better. 2. Alison Arngrim. Alison Arngrim's journey into the world of entertainment started early in her life. As a child actor, she made notable appearances in commercials and starred in the movie Throw Out the Anchor. However, her breakthrough came when she auditioned for the roles of Laura and Mary Ingalls, eventually securing the infamous role of Nasty Nellie in the iconic television show Little House on the Prairie. One memorable incident from her time in the spotlight occurred during a parade when a bold spectator threw a cup of orange soda at her face. Surprisingly, Arngrim found joy in this act, realizing that it was a testament to her convincing portrayal of the universally detested character. Her ability to evoke such strong reactions from the audience showcased her acting prowess. Alison Margaret Arngrim was born on 18th of January 1962 in New York to actress Norma Macmillan and talent manager Thor Arngrim. Her upbringing was anything but ordinary, with her mother known for lending her voice to iconic animated characters like Casper, Sweet Polly Purebred, and Gumby. Meanwhile, her father played diverse roles in the entertainment industry, serving as an actor, producer, manager, and founder of the Totem Theater Company. Growing up in a family deeply immersed in the entertainment world, Alison's childhood was unique. While her memoir often humorously recounts various incidents, it also sheds light on the personal challenges she faced, including experiences of physical and emotional abuse. In her iconic television role as the mean and vindictive Nellie Oleson in Little House on the Prairie, Alison Arngrim portrayed a character that became the nemesis of the seemingly perfect Laura Ingalls. Little did the world know that behind the scenes, Alison was enduring abuse at the hands of a family member. It wasn't until her late 40s that Alison chose to break her silence and go public with her harrowing story. Opening up on platforms like Larry King Live and various interviews, she courageously shared the details of the abuse she suffered. Not content with being just a survivor, Alison joined forces with the National Association to Protect Children to advocate for changes in the law. Together, they aimed to repeal a California law that allowed relatives to evade prison time for child molestation. Their efforts proved successful as the bill was passed unanimously, marking a significant milestone in the fight against child abuse. Alison's commitment to raising awareness didn't stop there. She spoke out about the pervasive issue of sexual abuse in Hollywood. In an interview with the Oprah Winfrey Network, Alison expressed her belief that the industry today likely faces a similar problem as it did in the 70s. Alison highlighted how child predators are drawn to places where children might be unsupervised, and Hollywood, with its glitz and glamour, becomes an attractive option. She raised concerns about parents entrusting their children to strangers in the industry, emphasizing the need for heightened awareness and caution. Taking her advocacy to a new platform, Alison co-created the Indomitable Spirit Symposium. This initiative provides a stage for individuals, whether celebrities or ordinary people, to share their stories of survival. The inaugural event, held at Emmanuel Presbyterian Church in Los Angeles on February 25, 2017, aimed to inspire others by showcasing tales of courage, strength, and resilience. In discussing the symposium, Alison emphasized the importance of gathering individuals with incredible stories of triumph over adversity. The goal was not only to highlight the challenges they faced, but also to illustrate how they thrived and built incredible lives. Alison envisioned expanding this platform to other cities, creating a network of support for survivors and those in need of inspiration. 3. Maureen McCormick. Maureen McCormick gained fame for her portrayal of Marcia Brady in the iconic television show The Brady Bunch. Stepping into the shoes of the eldest daughter of the blended Brady family, McCormick became the face of the popular and stunning Marcia from the tender age of 12 to 17, essentially growing up in the public eye. Despite the show's conclusion in 1974, McCormick continued her Brady journey with spin-off series and made-for-TV movies like The Brady Girls Get Married, The Brady Brides, and A Very Brady Christmas. Each time, she embraced her role as a cheerful and youthful character. However, behind the scenes, McCormick's real life was unraveling in ways no one could have anticipated. Drug abuse, an eating disorder, and battles with depression marked a tumultuous period, revealing that her personal struggles far exceeded the challenges faced by the Brady Bunch on screen. The tragic and hidden story of Maureen McCormick's life sheds light on the darker aspects of her upbringing and adulthood. Growing up as the youngest among her 4 siblings, McCormick grappled with anxiety stemming from the tumultuous dynamics within her family. Reflecting on that period, she shared with Newsweek, "In the early 70s, my older brother was battling a heroin addiction, and my father was having an affair, both of which devastated my family." However, her father's extramarital affairs were not the sole challenges in the McCormick household. In her memoir, Here's the Story, Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice, the actress revealed that her father had also been abusive. In stark contrast to her on-screen persona, McCormick's real life was marred by abuse, drug issues, and dysfunction. This stark disparity led her to believe she was harboring a profound and dark secret. Recounting those times, she expressed, "As a teenager, I had no idea that few people are everything they present to the outside world. Yet there I was, hiding the reality of my life behind the unreal perfection of Marcia Brady. No one suspected the fear that gnawed at me even as I lent my voice to the chorus of Brady's singing, 'It's a Sunshine Day.'" During a 2010 interview with Today, McCormick shed further light on her family history, disclosing that her grandmother had reportedly suffered from insanity and succumbed to syphilis in a mental hospital. Adding another layer to the complexity, McCormick's mother, Irene, had contracted the STD while in utero. Reflecting on this revelation, McCormick revealed, "I thought that I had syphilis growing up my whole life. I thought that I would also go insane and end up in a mental institution. It was awful." In a candid account of her life to Newsweek, the actress shared that the constant fear of contracting the highly contagious infection served as an unusual source of motivation during the filming of The Brady Bunch. She explained, "When I was doing those crying scenes in the show, that's what I was thinking about." In 2004, McCormick's mother, Irene, passed away from kidney cancer. Opening up to TV Guide, McCormick expressed, "My mom had been sick for a couple of years, and I had never lost anyone really close to me until she died. Her mother's death became one of the pivotal events that led McCormick down a self-destructive path." In the world of The Brady Bunch, Jan Brady, portrayed by Eve Plum, harbored jealousy toward her older sister Marcia, but in reality, the actresses portraying these characters were considered best friends until Maureen McCormick allegedly made a misstep. Maureen McCormick stirred up controversy when she admitted to having a crush on her TV sibling, adding that the two were close. During an interview, when asked if they had ever kissed, McCormick responded with, "Yeah, we've kissed," while reportedly gesturing to her cheek. McCormick discussed Plum on the late-night talk show Vibe in 1997, stating, "I was having fun, something I was joking with, and Plum didn't take it that way." In 2010, McCormick explained to Today, "I've reached out to her. I called her for years and would never get a phone call back. Finally, after doing that for so long, I thought, she'll call me when she wants to, and hopefully she will." Years later, the reported tension between them was said to be so strong that it allegedly led to the cancellation of a televised The Brady Bunch reunion. In her autobiography, Maureen McCormick reveals the stark transition from portraying the innocent and wholesome Marcia Brady to grappling with real-life drug addiction, including freebasing cocaine. She shared with Newsweek, "I got involved with a boyfriend who took me up to the house of this cocaine dealer, one of the biggest dealers in L.A. Even when she met her future husband, actor Michael Cummings, McCormick confessed to Entertainment Tonight that she was still dabbling with drugs. She recounted Cummings' ultimatum, saying, "You know, it's either me or that. Take it or I'm out of here." Realizing the stakes, she concluded, "And I realized that I didn't want to lose one of the greatest things I had ever found." Maureen McCormick's decade-long struggle with bulimia reportedly commenced when she entered a public high school at the age of 17. Recounting the onset, she shared with People, "I was with some girls, we had a gallon of ice cream, and someone mentioned how we could eat it all and not gain weight. It seemed ideal. Once I started purging, it was hard to stop." Compounding the issue, after The Brady Bunch concluded, McCormick took on guest roles in shows like The Love Boat and Fantasy Island, where she had to showcase her physique. "I had to be in a bathing suit. That made me so self-conscious," she admitted. Following her mother's death in 2004, McCormick faced the challenging decision of placing her mentally disabled brother Denny in a group home. During this emotionally taxing period, she gained 30 pounds, attributing it to a lack of exercise and excessive eating and sleeping. Seeking comfort in food, she later realized she was eating to cope with the pain. Taking a proactive step, she confronted her eating disorder by participating in Celebrity Fit Club, ultimately winning the competition and shedding 38 pounds in a healthy manner. Maureen McCormick put an end to her cocaine addiction after tying the knot with Cummings in 1985, but the aftermath of her drug use posed severe threats to her life. In her autobiography, she disclosed that lingering anxiety and paranoia wreaked havoc on her well-being. Vivid dreams haunted her, reaching a point where she became convinced she had committed murder and would face imprisonment. The intensity of her paranoia escalated to the extent that she even threatened to take her own life in front of her husband. Describing the episode, she wrote, "I walked out on the balcony and screamed that I was going to jump. I desperately wanted relief, and I saw it down below on the pavement." A turning point came with a diagnosis of depression and a prescription for antidepressants, marking a pivotal transformation in her life. Reflecting on her journey, she expressed, "It took most of my life, countless mistakes, and decades of pain and suffering to reach this point of equanimity and acceptance." Maureen McCormick opened up about her very addictive personality, acknowledging the profound pain it inflicted on others. Recollecting the past, she shared an instance when her father, expressing his concern, even mentioned the possibility of involving the police. Reflecting on this period, she expressed remorse, stating, "I wish I could take back all the pain that I caused them." While she successfully triumphed over her prolonged struggle with cocaine addiction, McCormick encountered another challenge when she developed a dependency on the antidepressant prescription medication Prozac. Her husband, Michael Cummings, revealed to the Daily Mail that she managed to overcome this dependency before participating in the reality show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in 2015. In the midst of her journey, McCormick credited therapy and faith as guiding forces that steered her towards a path of sobriety. These elements played pivotal roles in her recovery. Following her iconic role as Marcia Brady on The Brady Bunch, Maureen McCormick faced a turbulent period marked by a destructive struggle with drug addiction. Reportedly, she stayed awake for several days during a drug binge, leading to a blown audition for Steven Spielberg's Raiders of the Lost Ark. In her memoir, she candidly admitted, "If there was coke, I had to stay up and do every last flake even if it meant going without sleep for days." The impact of her addiction was evident in her professional life, with failed auditions and compromised job performances. She shared with Entertainment Tonight, "I destroyed certain jobs. There were some where I was really high, and it was bad. It was really bad." Even during the filming of The Brady Brides in 1981, drug use continued to dominate her life, leading her to recount an episode where she missed a crucial film testing session, opting instead to indulge in cocaine and play solitaire in her closet. Today, McCormick has transformed her life and is on a mission to inspire those facing similar battles. Reflecting on her experiences, she emphasizes the importance of acknowledging addiction as a disease without shame. She passionately advocates for open conversations about addiction, stating, "So many people today are still just incredibly embarrassed about talking about it as if it's a weakness. That's what we're all here for on this earth, right? To help each other and to talk about our experiences because that's how we all heal and get better." 4. Erin Moran. Erin Moran, best known for her role as Joni Cunningham on the beloved TV sitcom Happy Days, captured the hearts of viewers during the show's run from 1974 to 1984. However, her journey as a former child star navigating adulthood was marked by considerable challenges. Tragically, in 2017, at the age of 56, Moran passed away, leaving fans and co-stars in shock. Despite her early success, Moran faced difficulties in her adult life, as is often the case for former child stars. Reports suggest that she struggled with life outside the spotlight for years, and her final days were far from the happy days she portrayed on screen. The news of her untimely death added a somber note to the legacy of the beloved actress. Following the conclusion of Happy Days and its spin-off Joni Loves Chachi, Moran's career transitioned to smaller roles on television. In the 80s, she made appearances on shows like The Love Boat and Murder, she wrote. The late 90s saw Moran in episodes of Diagnosis Murder and the CBS soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful. While Hollywood may not have offered Moran the same spotlight as her earlier years, she continued to contribute to the entertainment industry with small roles in films such as Dickie Roberts, former child star, Broken Promises, and Not Another B-Movie. In 2008, she took part in the VH1 reality show Celebrity Fit Club, showcasing her commitment to fitness through extensive dieting and exercise. Despite her contributions to acting, Erin Moran faced financial challenges that led to the loss of her Palmdale, California home in 2010. According to TMZ, the property was foreclosed, and documents revealed that it was sold at a public auction for a little over $290,000. This unfortunate turn of events left Moran in distress, and reports surfaced that she resisted vacating the house after its sale, eventually leading to eviction proceedings. In the aftermath of the housing setback, Moran's life took a different turn. In 2012, her publicist confirmed that Erin and her husband, Steve Fleischman, a Walmart employee whom she married in 1993, had relocated to a trailer in southern Indiana. The move was not merely a change of residence. It was a decision rooted in familial care. Moran and Fleischman had moved in with Steve's ailing mother to assume caregiving responsibilities. Moran's publicist clarified the situation, stating, "Erin and her husband did, in fact, move in with her ailing mother-in-law over a year ago. They are helping take care of her, as any loving family would do." Following their stay at Steve Fleischman's mother's trailer, Erin Moran and her husband faced another challenging period in 2012. According to documents, the couple did not remain with their mother-in-law for an extended period. News reported in 2012 that Moran and Fleischman found themselves without a permanent residence, temporarily residing at a Holiday Inn Express in Corydon. The hotel owner disclosed that the couple stayed at the Holiday Inn Express for a few days, during which Moran allegedly caused some disturbance, although they were not expelled from the hotel. Reports also indicated that Moran was seen socializing with locals at bars in Corydon, showcasing her presence in the town north of the Ohio River. While the specifics of Moran's employment status at that time remain unclear, her last film role was in 2010's Not Another B-Movie. Despite not having regular acting roles, she made a few appearances as herself on reality TV through 2012. In a legal development in 2012, CNN reported that Moran reached a legal settlement with CBS for an undisclosed amount. The lawsuit was based on a breach of contract, with Moran claiming she had not been adequately compensated for merchandising related to Happy Days. The circumstances surrounding Erin Moran's life in the early 2010s depict a tumultuous period marked by housing instability and legal battles. The complexities of her situation illustrate the challenges that some individuals face, even after achieving success in their earlier years. Moran's story reflects the broader narrative of navigating the uncertainties that life may present, especially in the aftermath of fame. The series of unfortunate events reportedly ended in a drug overdose, as a source told that Moran, who lived in a trailer park in New Salisbury, Indiana, died of a suspected heroin overdose. 5. Anissa Jones. Anissa Jones, with her charming blonde pigtails and eager smile, captivated TV audiences in her role as Buffy on Family Affair. However, like many child actors, her life took a tumultuous turn when the cameras stopped rolling. In 1971, when the show was abruptly canceled, the 13-year-old Jones was eager to embark on a new chapter. Yet, as she auditioned for movie roles, Jones found herself constrained by the reputation of the precocious and adorable Buffy. Unfortunately, the desired movie opportunities did not materialize. Faced with family upheaval, Jones began grappling with drugs and shoplifting. Her life met a tragic end at the tender age of 18 when she succumbed to a drug overdose at a friend's house in 1976. This is the poignant tale of Anissa Jones, the Family Affair actress whose life took a heartbreaking turn and ended prematurely. Anissa Jones's journey to stardom began with her birth on March 11, 1958, in Lafayette, Indiana. The family later moved to California, where her parents unfortunately went through a divorce. In a twist of fate, it was at this juncture that Anissa's path to fame was set in motion. Following the suggestion of a neighbor, Anissa's mother started taking her to TV commercial auditions. Remarkably, after just a few commercials, Anissa Jones caught the eye of a producer from the CBS sitcom Family Affair, earning her the role of Buffy. At the tender age of 8, Jones became a part of the cast of the sitcom, portraying one of three children sent to live with their wealthy bachelor uncle following the passing of their parents. Alongside Johnny Whitaker as her twin brother Jody, Kathy Garver as her older sister Sissy, Brian Keith as Uncle Bill, and Sebastian Cabot as Uncle Bill's butler, Anissa embarked on her acting journey in the beloved show. Anissa Jones, noted for her intelligence and natural acting ability, left an indelible mark on Family Affair. Her co-star, Kathy Garver, acknowledged Jones's abundant talent and her inclination to befriend the guests who appeared on the show, emphasizing her amiable nature. Charming audiences throughout the show's 5 seasons as Buffy, Jones's portrayal included a beloved doll, Mrs. Beasley, which transcended the screen and became a popular real-life toy for fans to purchase. As the years passed, Jones began to feel the weight of her character. Despite the affection from fans, she grew tired of being solely identified as Buffy. Politely insisting on being called Anissa, she aimed to break free from the image she considered increasingly babyish. Garver observed a shift in Jones's demeanor in later performances, indicating a departure from the joy she initially experienced during the show's early years. The turning point came in 1971 when CBS decided to cancel Family Affair. While this might have seemed opportune for Jones, who sought new challenges, it marked the beginning of a challenging period for the young actress. Life after the cancellation of Family Affair presented Anissa Jones with the challenge of transitioning from television to film. However, shedding the image of the adorable Buffy proved to be a formidable task. In her pursuit of film roles, Jones faced difficulties, particularly when she auditioned for the role of Regan McNeil in The Exorcist, 1973. The director struggled to reconcile the image of the sweet Buffy with the possessed character in the horror film. Frustrated by the industry's inability to see her beyond her previous role, Jones declined opportunities, including a role in her former co-star Brian Keith's new show, The Brian Keith Show, and an audition for the role of Iris Easy Steensma in Taxi Driver, 1976. As Kathy Garver recounted, Jones reached a point of disillusionment and decided to quit show business. Embracing a newfound sense of freedom, she formed bonds with local teenage friends, experiencing a life that had been denied to her during her 5 years on the TV show. Unfortunately, many of these new connections were involved in drug use, marking the beginning of a downward spiral for Anissa Jones over the next 5 years. Anissa Jones faced not only professional challenges but also considerable stress in her family life. The aftermath of her parents' divorce led to a bitter custody battle, culminating in her father gaining custody of Jones and her brother. However, after her father's passing, Jones found herself living with a friend. The difficulties extended into her personal life, manifesting in various issues. Jones struggled with petty shoplifting, erratic job patterns, disrupted sleep, unhealthy eating habits, and notable mood swings. Jeffrey Mark, co-author of the Family Affair Cookbook, described her troubled situation during this period. Kathy Garver, Jones's co-star, recalled her mother expressing concern about Anissa at her 18th birthday party. According to Garver, Jones's mother shared her worries, saying, "I wish you'd spend some more time with Anissa because I really think that she's in with a bad group of people." A pivotal moment in Anissa Jones's life occurred during her 18th birthday, which marked her last birthday and the moment she inherited the money she had earned from Family Affair. She received a substantial sum, nearly $200,000, which, unfortunately, she swiftly spent in 4 or 5 months, as noted by Jeffrey Mark. Tragically, Anissa Jones's time was running out. In August of that year, she succumbed to a drug overdose. On the fateful night of August 28, 1976, Anissa Jones attended a party in Oceanside, California, accompanied by her boyfriend, Alan Coven. However, tragically, that night marked the end of her journey. Anissa Jones never returned home, succumbing to a fatal overdose at the tender age of 18. The combination of drugs responsible for her untimely demise included cocaine, angel dust, seconal, and quaaludes. The coroner, confronted with the aftermath of this tragic event, described it as one of the most massive overdoses he had ever recorded. Kathy Garver poignantly expressed the devastating loss, remarking, "It was such a tragedy that this amazing little girl, such a bright light, was extinguished at such a young age." The autopsy report surrounding Anissa Jones's tragic demise painted a harrowing picture of substance abuse, revealing the presence of various drugs in her system at the time of her death. Barbiturates, phencyclidine, cocaine, and quaaludes were among the substances identified. The official cause of death, as stated in autopsy files, was barbiturate, phencyclidine, cocaine, and methaqualone poisoning. Blame for Jones's untimely end extended beyond the substances found in her system. Her family pointed fingers at Dr. Don Carlos Mochos, alleging that he had illegally prescribed the drug seconal to her, thereby contributing to her fatal overdose. In the aftermath of these allegations, Dr. Mochos faced legal consequences, with 11 felony counts of illegally prescribing potent drugs filed against him. The New York Times reported that Jones's family received $79,500 in compensation related to this legal action. Many observers believe that Jones's struggles with substance abuse began at a tender age, exacerbating as she matured. Columnist Marilyn Beck encapsulated the sentiment, describing Jones as a little girl envied by others but burdened by tremendous pressure during the years that should have been reserved for the simple joys of childhood. The specter of tragedy loomed not only over Anissa Jones, but also over other members of the Family Affair cast. Sebastian Cabot succumbed to a stroke in 1977, and Brian Keith's life concluded in a heartbreaking manner with suicide in 1997. However, Garver dismissed the notion of a family affair curse, attributing these unfortunate events to coincidences and diverse life paths rather than a supernatural affliction. Reflecting on Anissa Jones's legacy, her portrayal of Buffy remains etched in memories, immortalized in clips on platforms like YouTube. Yet, beyond the reel, Jones's life unfolds as a poignant narrative, one that encapsulates the trials endured by child actors, the challenges of escaping typecasting, and the perilous journey of attaining and subsequently losing the glow of stardom. Her story serves as a somber reminder of the complexities that accompany the limelight and the struggles faced by those who once tasted the sweetness of fame. For those grappling with these issues, help is available. Resources such as the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, SAMHSA, provide support, and SAMHSA's national helpline at 1-800-662-HELP 4357 is a valuable lifeline for those seeking assistance. 6. Christy McNichol. Christy McNichol's journey into stardom commenced on September 11, 1962, in Los Angeles, California. Her early foray into the entertainment world saw her making appearances in commercials, marking the inception of a career that would soon capture the hearts of audiences. The mid to late 70s and 80s witnessed McNichol's ascent to television stardom. At the tender age of 14, she burst onto the scene with a compelling role as Buddy Lawrence in the intense television drama Family, which premiered in 1976. The series not only showcased McNichol's acting prowess, but also thrust her into the limelight, providing viewers with a front-row seat to her growth and development as she matured before the camera. Following her initial success, Christy McNichol's star continued to rise in early 1980 when she secured a pivotal role alongside Tatum O'Neal and Matt Dillon in the 80s film classic Little Darlings. This catapulted her into the realm of superstardom, and McNichol, already a celebrated young actress, became a bona fide teen idol. Her presence graced the pages of popular magazines like Bop and Tiger Beat, solidifying her status as a beloved figure among the younger audience. As the 80s drew to a close, McNichol faced a series of challenges, including rumors surrounding substance abuse, speculations about her personal life, involvement in less successful B-movies, and financial struggles that eventually led to bankruptcy. Despite these obstacles, McNichol demonstrated resilience and was offered a new opportunity with the television show Empty Nest, a spin-off of the immensely popular Golden Girls. In Empty Nest, she shared the screen with Dinah Manoff and Richard Mulligan. However, the taste of success proved fleeting as McNichol grappled with private demons that had silently plagued her for years. This marked a turbulent period in her life that would significantly impact her career and personal well-being. Amidst her rising career, Christy McNichol grappled with severe clinical depression, leading to erratic behavior and unreliability on set. This struggle ultimately led her to withdraw from a film and exit a television show. In the early 1990s, McNichol received a diagnosis that would shed light on her tumultuous mental health journey: bipolar disorder. Dealing with bipolar disorder during an era when understanding of the condition was limited, McNichol decided to share her diagnosis and gracefully step it away from the acting world. Her departure from the industry was motivated by a desire to prioritize her own sanity and peace of mind. At the time, McNichol, who had enjoyed immense popularity and success, grappled with the incongruity between her public persona and the internal turmoil she faced. The early 90s marked a significant turning point as she navigated the complexities of mental health in the spotlight. Throughout her career, persistent rumors circulated about Christy McNichol's sexual orientation. While she chose not to address these rumors during her heyday, she eventually came out as a lesbian in later years. It was revealed that she has been in a committed relationship with her partner, Marty Allen, for over 2 decades. Before her relationship with Allen, McNichol was involved with actress Elizabeth Brooks. Brooks gained fame for her role as the leather-clad werewolf, Martha Quist, in the film The Howling. Tragically, Brooks passed away in 1997 after battling brain cancer. McNichol, in her later years, openly discussed her decision to come out, expressing a desire to support lesbian women who may be grappling with their own identities. Her decision to share her personal journey aimed to contribute positively to those facing similar struggles. Since retiring from acting, Christy McNichol has experienced various facets of life. The passing of her former partner, Elizabeth Brooks, undoubtedly left a profound impact on her, yet she exhibited resilience and continued with her journey. Contrary to bankruptcy rumors, McNichol found fulfillment beyond her acting career. She embraced the role of an acting teacher in a private school, sharing her expertise with aspiring talents. Additionally, she dedicated a significant portion of her time to charitable endeavors, emphasizing her commitment to making a positive impact. In 2001, McNichol released an official statement explaining her decision to step away from acting after 24 years. She expressed the belief that it was time to play her most significant role, herself. Despite some fans expressing disappointment about her absence from the acting scene, McNichol emphasized the necessity of her current life phase for personal happiness and well-being. Her enduring relationship with Marty Allen, spanning over 2 decades, reflects a sense of stability and companionship in McNichol's life. The couple's continued shared journey suggests that they are, hopefully, living happily ever after. Christy McNichol, having contributed much to entertainment, deserves the happiness she has found beyond the spotlight. Fans express gratitude for the memories she shared and wish her continued joy in her chosen path. From the heights of fame to personal struggles, their stories highlight the complexities of growing up in the public eye. What are your thoughts on the experiences of child stars during this era? Share your insights and stories in the comments below. If you found this exploration compelling, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.